Hi.
Um,
Great. Let's wait for some more people to join.
yeah.
Hi.
Well, am I
Hi. Yeah.
audible?
Yeah.
I'm not able to
Yes.
see him.
Uh, I can. There's something. Okay, so great. Hi everyone. Today we are doing with Samyak. Samyak has done really well in his exams, JEE and KVPY. Congrats, Samyak.
Thank you.
And today with the live, we have the aim to learn how he managed his mental health in those tough times. So let's start. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, my first question to you would be that how did you cope up with your stress and panic if you experienced any?
So the when does a person possibly get panic during his JE prep? Uh, Either, I mean, even in life, either when he faces a question or a phase that is really difficult, or in general, he is not getting the results that he is expected. So that is when a person would ideally panic. Or in this case, when you're looking at the question paper and you find a question which you just cannot understand. So yeah, in that case, the my go-to formula was forget about that for 5 minutes. If the panic still exists, then try to figure out what is the problem. If you are not panicking anymore, then good, move on with your life. One more trick that I employed, when I just was freaking out, I just went down and I played something, cricket, badminton, anything. I just had some fun for 30 minutes or so, then get back to work.
Okay, that's great. And so obviously to reach at that level where you have reached, you would have needed to be positive the whole time. So what strategies did you acquire to to build a positive mindset throughout your preparation?
Uh, just live and think about one day and one moment at a time. If you think too much about the future, then it may happen that, all right, I am panicking and I am getting a negative approach. Don't think a lot. Just solve the problem that is in front of you. Focus on today. Focus on what are you going to do tomorrow. That's it. बहुत सोचोगे तो फिर वो नेगेटिविटी और वो सब होगा. ज्यादा सोचो ही मत.
Okay,
Right.
so I do have one question here. Um, बार बार अगर results अपने हिसाब से नहीं आ रहे होंगे तो obviously one will start feeling negative about themselves preparation. So what does one do that state? क्योंकि तब तो सारा motivation चला जाता है and then again उसके से बाहर नहीं आए तो the performance is going to be uh, what tips would you?
Yeah, so now the answer that I'm going to say is extremely specific to JE prep. uh, कभी भी एग्जाम देने से पहले ना जेई मत पढ़ो, साइंस पढ़ो. If you understand what is happening, the chance that you will, I mean, consistently get poor marks is less, because you have to first figure out what is happening in the subject, then you have to what is happening in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
That is the term. So if you are constantly getting poor marks, you must sit down, you must figure out, okay, where are you lacking? This is my problem. So work symptomatically. And so basically ये मैराथन है, ये sprint नहीं है. जैसे जैसे you find problems with your own self, you try to patch those problems, then you try to work on that and work on you and then find new problems. So yeah.
Thank you.
And जैसे you said पहले that when you used to panic आप जाके cricket खेलते थे या something like that. So did
Hmm.
you engage in hobbies or activities to manage your stress or to pursue your passion while you were preparing?
I as such did not any pursue any passion, but yes, once in a while, I mean, almost every day you would find me playing a game of chess or you would find me playing badminton. So yeah, that was it. Did not as such pursue anything professionally, but yeah, I mean,
So was you it or be it
I am sorry your voice is cracking. You will have to repeat it.
okay, sorry. Say, can you hear me?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
cracking a
better.
little.
Okay. So I asked if you gave time to these activities personally, specifically, or did you do it as an escape whenever you?
No, no. Every day, 9 to 10 p.m., compulsory, I have to go down and play. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, every the whole day you have worked hard. The only thing in your head is physics, chemistry, maths, marks. ये topic problem है, वो topic problem है. एक घंटा, आधा घंटा, जैसे as you can afford timing, you must go and you must just relax. So yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, when you're preparing for JEE, you get demotivated a lot of times. So, how do you prevent this burnouts or any mental stress?
Again, I just a second, guys. Just a second, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just a second.
So
A couple of my friends have intruded. So sorry. So very sorry. So yeah, whenever I used to get demotivated, I mean, again, same thing. That is the thing. I mean, if you are disciplined, you don't need motivation. वो एक बार रूटीन लग जाता है, फिर वो तोड़ना मुश्किल है. And you need motivation to just start a routine. Then it's piece of cake. Yeah.
what
Okay.
about people who struggle with this discipline? Because JEE के time पे बहुत you have to sit at for prolonged hours. You have to have that discipline.
Yeah, it is overrated, I would say. I mean, once you starting में मुझे भी लगता था, but once you get in the habit of doing it, इतना वो नहीं लगता. It is hardly the first 5-7 days. After the first 5-7 days, maybe 10 days, you get used to it. It
So
is, I mean, yeah.
from my friends that वही जो मोटिवेशन अगेन एंड अगेन लगना या फिर एक 5-7 दिन एकदम एक टेस्ट के लिए बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया एंड रिजल्ट्स वर नॉट satisfactory, not up to par, then again फिर मोटिवेशन लगता है to start with the next tests prep. So what would you suggest?
Yeah, I mean, for the next test is for the next test's preparation, you must first understand what is wrong with this test. Because you can go wrong on two fronts. You can go wrong in understanding the paper, thinking during the paper. I mean, you make mistakes either during the paper or then you make mistakes in the theory. So if you are making mistakes during the paper, then you must work accordingly. If you are making mistakes in the theory, then you must work accordingly. आप दूसरे पेपर का चालू कर रहे हो पर पहले पेपर का अगर आपका सेट नहीं है, so this is also again a mistake many people make. I mean, you have to understand what you're doing, and at the end of the day, everything is interrelated, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and many a times people who are preparing for this are, staying away from their city or not living in their
Yeah.
home. So there are many distractions in their way. So how to, stay concentrated and focused the whole time?
Again,
First one, how do you
discipline.
find distractions? Because खेलना
How
भी
do you find
uh, distract.
डिस्ट्रैक्शन इन लिमिट्स इज गुड, क्योंकि आपका दिमाग क्लियर हो जाता है. पर यार पूरा दिन अगर इंस्टा ही चला रहे हो, पूरा दिन खेल ही रहे हो, फिर तो ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. This is again where I say you have to set a routine for 10 days, 15 days. If you do the same thing, you are okay, giving some time, then rewarding yourself, then again working. You are consciously analyzing what mistakes are you are making. Then, yeah, I mean, you really don't find that many distractions then. I
Okay.
mean, it, starting it is a problem. Once you let go of distractions, it's really chill.
Great.
Getting in that habit is the motivation. Getting in that habit is the skill.
Okay, and again, a personal question now. So I
Yeah.
wanted to ask that you seek support from your mentors, friends, family. How and what and how did that support impact your journey throughout?
So, yeah, I was heavily relied on my mother. Uh, I mean, the entire world is on one side, and the including my own self, the entire world is in one balance, and my mother's contribution is in another balance, and still she'll outweigh everyone. She made sure that I did not have to worry about other small things, other minute problems. And whenever I was, I mean, really, really bored, really demotivated, my mother always made it a point that, I mean, even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, she would, I mean, help me, talk to me, and then help me get back to work. So, yeah.
How did you transfer from your you have small thing yourself? How has the
Sorry,
you? Uh, how has the
your
trip?
voice is.
Okay, okay. सही continue.
Yeah. So again, did you set any goals, like a list of goals, short term or long term both? How did you, thought of
I
achieving that?
just I just said जितना होमवर्क दिया है आज, जितने पॉइंट्स कवर करने उतना कवर करो. I did not as such keep any long term or short term goals. My goals were daily and weekly. So yeah.
Okay, can you
Okay.
more about that? Can you
So
talk more about that?
let's say today, yeah. So let's say today in class we have covered so and so topic. We are to practice so and so. And we have to do so and so problems. Then I make it a point that today before I go to bed, I will solve these many problems, however long it may take. If I get it done early, I'll call it a day early. If it takes time, it takes 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, then I'll sit till then.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
whatever it takes. That was
And
my
again, I
only approach.
said that the person should be very disciplined, should have a routine. So do you have any time management techniques that help you, you know, cover everything properly?
Not really. I mean, I just work from him. If I was enjoying a topic or if I was enjoying something, you'll find that I'm just doing that for a long period, and then I'll jump onto something else. I still work a lot on my whim, but I mean, made somewhat of a timetable for my own self, but then what I do during that time, I completely work on my whim. So yeah.
Okay.
Again, I would
Okay,
not
and
advise this. This works for me, need not work for everyone else.
yeah, and again, lastly, what would you want to tell everyone who is going through this journey, what you have gone through, and preparing for this exam, which is not very easy to crack? What would you tell them to motivate them, or any advice?
The only thing I will say is people will scare you. People will enjoy scaring you. It is really not that hard. It is a marathon, not a sprint. You have to consistently work hard and then reward yourself in between. Every Sunday evening, without fail, I went out to eat. So, yeah, it is essential that you reward yourself from time to time. You don't burn yourself, but you consistently work hard, and a reward should be a small treat, not a large break. And just enjoy. I mean, 11th 12th का टाइम वापस जिंदगी में कभी नहीं आएगा, और वो जी जेई के इसमें हमने लगा दिया है, तो यू मस्ट एंजॉय studying. Until you do that, you will not really understand what is happening. So yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did you you mentioned your was a big support for you. You must have gone through
Yeah.
self-doubt at
Sorry.
you must had self uh, during these 2 years. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am able to understand you. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Uh, what advice
self
would you give
doubt तो था.
your
Self doubt. Self doubt तो आज भी है. The only way is, यार, at times you just have to get over it and just get to work. I mean, yeah.
okay? Um, so now that you've achieved impressive ranks, uh, what advice would you give to aspiring students who are currently preparing for JEE? So, any small tips other than the ones given all the time, other than studies, other than the physical health importance you told? Any other tips?
I'll just say that don't really be afraid. ठीक है. मतलब all of the kids who are giving this are quite smart and capable. कुछ ना कुछ तो जीवन के साथ कर लेंगे. आईआईटी नहीं मिला तो इट्स नॉट द एंड. पर वो सब मत सोचो. जस्ट लिव वन डे एट अ टाइम. जस्ट लिव वन प्रॉब्लम एट अ टाइम. दैट्स मोर देन इनफ. सो या, उतना करोगे तो भी बहुत है.
Okay, great. So I have one question or from the audience. How do you balance the expectations from your parents and your own expectations?
It's simple. My expectations were much higher than their expectations.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, I kept the bar pretty high, and so yeah, always try to
Is
keep your expectations a little more over your parents' expectations and work according to your own expectations. And you will be disappointed, but your parents will never be disappointed. So yeah,
great. Okay, let's have some questions from
yeah.
if there are any. Uh,
I
how to cope
would
with
like to. Okay,
How to cope with
my
APL
IT friends
stress.
are, yeah, my IT friends are having fun.
Do we have any more questions from the audience?
One thing I would say, I know many things I said today were unorthodox. You will generally not find people saying this, but yeah, this is what worked for me. So I guess this should work for most of these things should work for the mass. Yeah.
Definitely, we are looking for, very honest answers, which will really help everyone and keep them motivated.
Hmm.
Great. If there aren't any questions, we can. And
Yes.
thank you for joining.
Okay. Chalo.
Yes, thank
My
you
pleasure.
so much. This was really helpful. Great talking to you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.